Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the NRUK Cup Series round number 5 here from Bristol Motor Speedway for the running of the Sharpie 500. Round 5 of the season. It's the first short track on the schedule. And without further ado, let's get into this race and see your starting lineup. On the pole then is Sebastian Kukulon for today's race. Greg Torres starts on the outside of him. Behind them, Jake Richardson and Jose Mills. Then we have Patrick Smith and Adam McDowell on the next row. Eli Bright starts alongside Code Red. Then we have Keith Stevens and Max Bushway. Behind them, Marina McShane starts alongside Alexander Rowe. Then we have Andrew Bean and Derek Hamill. William Bulin is alongside Cynthia Bright. Then we have Kyle Hunter and Max Anderson. Mohamed Zain Abdullah is next alongside Sebastian Dupain. Then we have Samit Ozkan and Zachary DeLello. DJ Reed is alongside Mason Hayward. Then Dylan Ebrahimian and Trey Wright. Nathan Ormond, who's one of your points leaders. And to the outside, the other points leader, Tim Gary. Then we have Tyler Bradley and William Seaman up next. Evan Hunter and Brett Sirra. Riley Snare and Carter Friesen. Kevin Bandon and Grace Takioma. Behind them, Travis Chambers and Lonergan Scott. Then we have Jeff Bright and Dan Bandon. And on the final row, Priya McShane and Nathan Stapleton. 42 drivers then for 50 laps around this fantastic motor speedway that provides some of the great finishes. No strategy today, unfortunately, due to a technical issue. We can't have pit stops, so it's full 50 laps here without tyres or fuel. Just going to go set that they currently have right now. It's a short half a pace lap from turn 3 down to the start-finish line. Sebastian Kukulon and Greg Torres are on the front row. I'm going to lead the field to the green flag at Bristol. We're racing. Off turn number 2. Sebastian Kukulon leads him down the backstretch for the first time. Torres clears for second. Into third, Jose Mills. Anna McDowell is in fourth, and a battle for fifth between Jake Richardson and Eli Bright. The first green flag lap here. Look at the run. Jose Mills got off the turn. The 18 with a big momentum push to the inside. But Kukulon doing a fine job out front so far. He leads the first 2 laps here. And behind them, they continue to battle for second. Jose Mills now into second place in the 18 car. Adam McDowell into third. Torres and Richardson behind them, and then Eli Bright. Oh, and almost contact between the 13 and the 18 there. Mills getting very aggressive early on there. And Kukulon wants no business with that. Just moves out of the way for the 18. And the 18 here could be your new leader, but Kukulon remaining resilient, remaining tough on that outside. Look at Adam McDowell, who's worked himself into this handy position in third. Mills now takes the lead, the 18, with the perfect start here at Bristol. He has a superb car though. So far, he's gone from the second row of the grid all the way to first in 5 laps here. But Kukulon is firing back hard in that 13, and he will now regain this lead. So early on, a good fight for the lead already. And now Kukulon can try and extend that advantage on second as they now will battle. Mills and McDowell. McDowell, can he clear into second? He will. 55 into second. Now looking at the lead, Adam McDowell. Your winner at ISM earlier this year. Now looking for a second win of the season at Bristol. Can't do it though. And Kukulon off the high side will now lead another lap here in the 13. They've kept it clean so far for this opening few laps. It's been between these 3 so far. But not one of them has managed to get a good lead and extend that lead so far. It's kind of been a mix between Kukulon fighting with McDowell, Kukulon fighting with Mills, and Mills fighting with McDowell. Can the 55 clear him this time? No, he can't. 2 Penske drivers run 4th and 5th, Richardson and Stevens right now. So they might look to catch up onto this lead bunch here. Kukulon, though, continues to lead and continues to lead laps around this circuit. This time, though, he cannot remain resilient, and McDowell passes him for the lead. So new leader, the 55 of Adam McDowell. He'll lead lap number 10. The top 3 have a clear advantage. Kukulon and Mills there, then back to Richardson and Keith Stevens. A battle for 6th between Eli Bright and Patrick Smith, who are outside pole sitter. Greg Torres is back to 8th and 9th. William Bulin and Arena McShane currently rounding out the top 10. They've kept it surprisingly clean so far. And Adam McDowell is doing a nice job in front as he watches the 2 others battle behind him. Mills or Kukulon here. Is anyone going to give up and maybe let them chase down the leader? Kuklon will. He slots into third. Now Mills, who's had such a good car. This 18 car has been lightning fast here early on. Can he now once again push for the lead? McDowell will lead that lap. Remember, it's all about whether which driver can get the best line through the turn. And that time was Sebastian Kuklon, who found the right line and got through it a second for a brief moment. He'll now, although, fall back a little and will now be alongside the 18 of Jose Mills. Kuklon back up into second, and another good turn. Exit off of turn 2. Can he now put the sword to the 55 and try and gain the lead here? It's early doors, only lap 16 now of 50, so a long way to go in this one. But trying to lead out early, and Kuklon back to lead. These front three, definitely the class of the field at this current point in time. As the longer we go into the run, are we going to see that change? And are we going to see maybe a new driver come towards this front battle? See, Brett Sierra's quite a way behind him, 42nd. They're probably going to catch him here. And, of course, long green flag runs at Bristol are always going to result in probably there being a lap car involved. It's just whether who negotiates that lap traffic in the safest and best possible manner. Kuklon and Mills are still going at it right now. Kuklon leading it this time. Mills, though, is really going at it here. And he will lead again. I mean, the 18 looks probably the strongest, I'd say, of the three. But Kuklon and McDowell definitely have race-winning cars to challenge this Toyota Camry. Back and forth, there's a very good battle going on here between Jake Richardson, Eli Bright and Patrick Smith. Don't rule out Greg Torres from this. And they continue to go. Oh, there was almost contact there between Richardson and Bright, so they're getting very nasty there for fourth. A lot of contact. And Bright will now solidify that position at the front. These three are still going at it. It's quite incredible. McDowell had the lead for a couple of laps, and now Mills will retake it. They keep on swapping like musical chairs for front three at the front. Just don't want to hold them to the lead. It's like a game of hot potato at the moment. No one wants to really keep in the lead for long, and their cars cannot stay in the lead. Mills back out front now. McDowell and Kuklon behind them. And again, the rest. Looking very, very good and very nice indeed. Jose Mills then, is he going to lead us to the halfway point of this race? No pit stops, remember, so any battle you see out on track is for the win. Just remember though, if a caution comes out, that's going to jumble up everything. That will change the whole outlook and concept of this event. Mills has now gained a little bit of an advantage over Kuklon and McDowell. And Travis Chambers down pit road. Now we're wrecking. Now they are wrecking. Now the caution does fly and the field gets bunched up once again. Mills led them back to the caution flag, and Stapleton and Evan Hunter have wrecked here. Travis Chambers probably involved as well. A caution on lap 26, so just past the halfway stage of this race, and it's not what the top three wanted to see. That is going to bunch the field up once again, and now the race looks completely different. Let's go see how the first caution of the day has come out. Well, in fact, we've had two separate incidents here. This is the first one. NRUK teammates collide. Chambers and Ormond racing off of turn number 4 here. You can see Ormond gets up the track and into the 48 and sends him around. Into the wall goes Chambers, and I wouldn't want to be in that driver's meeting come Monday morning. Chambers' race, he has damage to that right side, and probably that'll be his race done for the day. Let's go on board with the 24 of Ormond, and well, we'll see from this angle, see what happens. You see the 24, you've got to say, probably is at fault for that one. He rose out the track and into the 48, and I think Chambers has every right to be upset with that move there that's brought out this first caution. And this was the other incident here. Evan Hunter alongside Grace Takayama here, racing through the turn. They just get stuck together. The 41 into the 11, around goes the 11, and it's always going to be bad when they comes back across the track, and Nathan Stapleton gets a little bit of damage there, clips the 11 just barely. It was enough to cause the 1 to have some serious damage, and will mean he is going to be out of this race. These guys will have damage. Will they be out? We'll find out when we come back to restart, but the first caution there is going to change up everything. Jose Mills led them back. Coming back to restart on lap number 31 then, after the first caution of the day. Out from this race then, Evan Hunter and Nathan Stapleton, they have been finished for the day. A poor result for both of them, and they will not be competing for this win. The top 10 then is as follows as we come back to restart. Mills, Kukulon, McDowell, Richardson and Bright round out the top 5. Then we have Patrick Smith, Greg Torres, Kyle Hunter and teammates Bulin and Dupain rounding out the top 10. We're going to get restarted then for the first time today. So we're now 31 laps deep into this 50 lap race. Mills leads. The top 3 have been dominant, but can someone else force their way into the picture? Restart is green. And what a superb start from Jose Mills. He had a fantastic jump on Kukulon. Here comes Adam McDowell. Talk about Jake Richardson making moves in the 22. But Mills is going to lead this first lap back on the restart. McDowell is there with a charge. Richardson now is trying to force his way into the battle. Patrick Smith into 5th position. Eli Bright falls back to 6th. But it's Adam McDowell out in front here. Can Jose Mills and Richardson catch him? McDowell now leads in the 55. The top 4 now might have the best cars. Before, it was Mills, McDowell and Kukulon. But now Jake Richardson has come to join to make this triplet a quartet of leaders. And here he comes, 22, through the front and to the lead, Jake Richardson. Where has this momentum come from? The caution has worked in his favour big time. And he now has a big advantage over Adam McDowell in 2nd place. Mills and Kukulon will now battle for 3rd. Behind them, 5th. Between Smith and Carl Hunter, who's making some good progress. Eli Bright continues to fall back. There's Torres, Bulin, Keith Stevens up inside the top 10. But Jake Richardson, the restart has worked in his favour big time here. And he will lead out in front here. Can Adam McDowell and the others now run him down? Kyle Hunter has had a fantastic restart as well. He's into the top 5. He now could be in with a shot of the win. But Richardson here has over a half a second advantage last lap. This time it has been extended, so Richardson might have the car to beat here. McDowell has been comfortable in 2nd for a while. The main battle has been for 3rd between Mills, Kukulon and potentially Carl Hunter. Don't roll out Patrick Smith or Eli Bright at this current point in time. They're having a good solid race as of right now, and Bright will now get their position. And now Mills is into 2nd, so Jose Mills will now be the one to run down Jake Richardson for the win here. Unless, of course, we have another caution that could throw an even bigger spanner into the works. The top 5, though, seems to be the cream of the crop at the moment at the top of the field. And now Richardson's advantage has been reeled in like a fish. Richardson has gone for the bait. And now McDowell, Mills and Kukulon are gaining. McDowell pulls alongside the 22. Down the backstretch and into turn 3. Richardson and McDowell, how about this? Fighting, battling for the win at Bristol and a win in the NRUK. All contact between the 55 and the 22. They hang on for it for now. And McDowell is now in the lead, looking for victory number 2 of the season. But Richardson and Kukulon are not going to give up that easily. They're fighting back and going back towards the front. Here comes Jake Richardson. Do not roll out your pole sitter, Sebastian Kukulon, just yet. He is doing a fantastic job of just waiting, waiting even for his moment to pick them off here at the front. Now Richardson moves back through into the lead. Kyle Hunter's coming with a good run in the 4. But she will not get to this front 3. And Jake Richardson looks to have the best car here after the restart. Now for 2nd place, Kukulon has overtaken McDowell. So here comes Seb in the 13. Battle for 4th between Patrick Smith and Carl Hunter behind them. But it's all about this one for the win. Richardson still leads. But here comes Kukulon, a fantastic exit off of 4. And a great entry into 2. Sebastian Kukulon's the new leader at Bristol. The pole sitter back towards the front. And off turn 4. 5 to go at Bristol. Caution comes out now. The race will be over. And Kukulon has a tasty advantage over the other two. Started on pole and has been up there all day. Now can he close it off with a win? Adam McDowell's going to be the one to try and chase him down for win number 2 of the season. Richardson has all of a sudden just fallen back. 4 to go. Is Kukulon's race to lose. But McDowell and Richardson are going to try their very hardest to get towards the front. They're 3 wide for 4th behind them. Kukulon is doing a superb job though. He's not made one mistake. However, if he does make one, the 55 and the 22 are there to pounce. 3 laps left. That entry wasn't the best. Adam McDowell draws alongside the 13. Jake Richardson's back in with a question. 2 to go at Bristol. Who's going to get the victory? 1, 2, 3 cars at the front. McDowell to the lead. Jake Richardson coming through in the 22. Kyle Hunter is there. It's all kicking off. But the 55 is going to lead them off turn 4 for one final time. White flag for Adam McDowell. He has such a good advantage over Sebastian Kukulon and the others. And that move there with 2 laps to go. Looks like it's going to close out for his second win of the season. Through turn 3 and 4. Adam McDowell to victory lane for the second time this year in a dramatic race finish at Bristol. How about that? Did I waffle a bit there? Potentially I did, but that is one of the most incredible finishes you're ever to witness in the NRUK. Adam McDowell has clinched it and has clinched win number 2 for this year. Kukulon, Richardson and even Jose Mills tried their absolute hardest, but that's the final classified results. Absolutely incredible. Mills fell all the way to 10th in the end. A bad day for him. In terms of the points lead coming into the weekend, Ormond beat Tim Gary, so Ormond could be still at the top. But what an incredible finish. Adam McDowell has won it for win number 2. Here's the finishing results then for everyone to see. Tim Gary, the points leader, does not have a good day. The Bandons again struggle. And Stapleton and Hunter were the 2 retirees. Let's go check out the point standings. Here are the point standings. And after round number 5, Nathan Ormond is still the leader here in the point standings. A 4-point advantage now over Zachary DeLello in second. Tim Gary and Eli Bryant are 9 points back behind them. Kukulon is in 5th. Adam McDowell with second one in the season in 6th. Cynthia Bright in 7th. Patrick Smith in 8th. Jake Richardson in 9th. And Jeff Bright is in 10th. Here is the rest of the point standings. Try and find your driver at the bottom. Trey Wright and Mason Hayward continue to struggle. What a race from Bristol. Join us next time when we go racing from Charlotte. And till next time, it's been okay. We'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.